everyone, welcome to this week's health tip. So I'm continuing on the products that we have for autistic kids, but also for everybody because it just improves everybody's health. So this is one of the biggest things that a lot of people that have kids on the spectrum have noticed a really big change when they apply this. But even the general public, a lot of people have noticed some pretty big changes too. So this is a very specific spray that has in it something called a zeolite. And a zeolite is a very specific microscopic kind of thing that has the ability to grab onto toxins that are inside your body and help your body eliminate them. So after this video, I'm just going to show you the video that talks about the PBX spray, which is, we don't have this in the office, but we'll just have a link where you could order it from the main website, just because I think it's a good thing that people know that it's around and it's very beneficial, and with all the toxins in our environment, we could all use some help like this. So let's look at the video on the PBX. This video I'm going to be talking about toxins. So toxins is kind of the wrong word. It actually should be toxicants. So toxicants are things that come from the outside of the body that are not beneficial and can cause harm. So it's very common knowledge that there's a lot of chemicals in the environment, and many of the autistic kids, unfortunately, their sort of detoxification system of their body for some reason was just shut off and it didn't work properly. So a neurotypical child being exposed to these toxins, their body was able to grab it, take it out of the system, and it never caused any problem. But unfortunately, in the kids on the spectrum, their detoxification system was either weak or just not functioning at all. These toxicants came into the body, made their way into the brain, big inflammation response, and all of a sudden you've got a brain that's not working properly. So fortunately, there's a product that came out, and there's a lot of different types of this product, but this one has a lot of advantages. It basically just tastes like water, and it's a pump spray that you're spraying into the mouth of the child. And this product, it's based on something called a zeolite, which is a microscopic sort of honeycomb-shaped structure that has the ability to grab on to these toxicants that might be inside the child, which could be like microplastics, or almost always it's like heavy metals, like mercury, and there's lead and aluminum. Those kind of things are just, they're not good for your nervous system at all. There's the University of Calgary study. If you look online, they put a little drop of mercury beside a nerve that's growing, and all of a sudden that nerve just retracts and just shrinks away just like that. And if you look online, if you find a video where they put mercury and aluminum together, like a drop of mercury on aluminum, and see what happens to that metal. If you think about just two molecules like that coming together in a kid's brain, you can see that it could just shift something overnight and have this big kind of reaction. So those get into the kids through all different means. There's lots in the environment. They come on the skin, in the body, in the mouth, through the skin for different reasons. So this product here helps sequester those things and take them out of the body fairly cleanly. And the one thing is, sometimes these zeolite products, these ones have healthy minerals in them. So it'll exchange a healthy mineral when it's taking up one of the bad ones, because you don't want this product to take minerals out of the body too, because it has a tendency to grab onto positively charged ions, basically. So this one will actually exchange like maybe a magnesium for a lead molecule, or might exchange, some potassium for a mercury molecule, that kind of thing. So the body will be replenished while it's taking out the bad stuff. So it's very easy to take. It doesn't just taste like water, so the kids aren't going to complain about it or anything like that. But I'm going to show you a video right after this. There's some parents with autistic kids talking about it, and you'll just see how excited they are, and there's just loads and loads of testimonials on their pages. So almost every product I'm talking about here, I've taken all of these things, and I don't notice any difference when I take them. But I've just seen so many parents talk about it, and so many other people that have problems when they take it. It seems to be causing a lot of benefits. So I think it's worthy enough for you to look into, give it a try for your child and see how it works. So look into that. So it's called Pure Body Extra. That's the name of the product. And it's, like I said, it's just a couple sprays. It just looks something like this. That's it. That's simple. It just tastes like water. All right, so give that a try, and we'll see you in the next video.
I'm so excited to have you here. Now, let me briefly introduce you to each of these guests today. Jamie Lee, where she shares stories and strategies that restored her daughter's health. Once she discovered the root cause of her illnesses, she began to see improvement in her daughter within just 1 week. And finally, the mama who really made us pay attention to zeolite. Let me introduce you to Amanda. whom I will forever know as Savannah's mom. Amanda got our attention when she tagged us on her Facebook page, sharing her month-long story of the improvement of her daughter's health.
If you take a look at my life, I had the standard American diet. I grew up eating, toaster strudels and
margarine,
whatever, for breakfast, and bologna sandwiches and Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, and Kraft macaroni and cheese, right? So I grew up eating that. I had no idea, I got tattoos. I had no idea. I wasn't awake to any of this. I had never detoxed. I didn't know I was going to pass down all of my toxins to my child. I had no idea, including parasites as well. I didn't know. Right. So I'm doing everything proper. I gave her that organic rice cereal, that Earth's Best, all these things. Mother-in-law, give her this. Ended up being on the news for heavy metal toxicity. It was just like this whirlwind of everything was happening. And I was like, I need a heavy metal detoxer. And I found PBX, and I was like, this is what I'm going to do. And so I was very skeptical on using it. I was really scared. My husband and I used it first. Okay. So we used it for 2 weeks. I had this unbelievable experience where I started dreaming again. I got my libido back. My cycle pain gone. I had endometriosis, PCOS, you know what I mean? Gone, like literally gone. Can't tell when it's coming unless I know the date, full moon. I'm synced up to the full moon now, which I always wanted to be. I thought that was super cool. I feel like I made it spiritually now that I'm synced up to the full moon. But all right, so I had these amazing experiences. My brain fog went away. I could sleep. I didn't need to sleep 3 times a day. And so we're like, okay, we're getting this. So we're giving it to her. We feel safe. I did all the research. And one of the most important things, and I want to say this, is that I looked at zeolite, and it scared me that there could be mineral depletion, but not with this one. And that's why I went with it, because it's filled with the calcium, magnesium, and potassium. And so it gives a mineral to take a toxin. So that's why I chose this one. That's why I felt so safe. And that's why it's amazing for a daily detox. But, so I started giving it to Charlie, my daughter. On day 5, she started talking, repeating me. I remember, I think it was day 4, and I have the video. She was like, no. And I was like, what? Oh, you know what I mean? I've been trying to get her to talk for so long, and she would just look at me, you know what I mean? Blank stare, turn away, or she would just completely ignore me. Day 4, she said no. Day 5, she was repeating me, beans, green, blue, purple, yellow. Oh my God. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It was just metals in your brain and in your body. My poor sweet girl. That's why you couldn't talk to me. That's why you couldn't communicate with me. And then, and guys, I did everything right you know what I mean? By the book, all organic. I did whatever. My passion changed. Everything changed. Since now I've helped hundreds of thousands of kids all over the world with getting this detox, and I will never shut up about it or the problem that we have going on right now.
And I got that phone call, and then there's nothing you can do, and the only thing I could say was, detox, not like Anna said, not that it's going to solve all your problems, but it's going to certainly help. And I think that, with your case, what a difference, you see Charlie and you would never guess that she had any issues, and, she's a happy little baby.
Eczema gone. She never slept. She started sleeping. Her personality livened up. It was so many things. And the big, heavy hitter was like, oh my God, she wasn't talking. Now she's talking, but it was so much. The light came on in her little body, and her body started functioning like it should,
Like, guys, I'm going to repeat this, we're not sitting here trying to push you to buy some snake oil thing. Okay. The reason that I wanted to bring these ladies here today, because I wanted you to hear the truth. I wanted you to hear real life stories. These are not make-believe moms that came out of nowhere. These are real life scenarios, real life healing. And I don't want to say magic, but kind of, this is amazing. And Jamie Lynn, before we went live, Jamie Lynn was telling Cookie, spray, because Cookie had a little, sorry, Cookie, if I'm saying too much, but Cookie had a little bit of swelling on her face, and Jamie Lynn was like, spray it on your face.
Oh, it's
And-
my magic for all things skin. I can't even.
I watched
the
her
list
do
of
it.
things that it like immediately makes feel better, and then starts to make it go away. I mean, I've done it with shingles, allergic reactions, bug bites, anything.
Bug bites, yes, I can attest to that. I've done that. Jamie Lynn, I watched you spray this on yourself in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
On your face.
I remember that.
Do you remember that?
I had a reaction to the test,
Mm-hmm.
and this entire the side that they did it on, the entire side of my face like swelled up, got red. I had a black
You actually
eye.
had it drooping. It was
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
Yep, my face
Yeah.
was like the whole. I mean, and like I felt weird, like something felt weird. But my immediate like, okay, just at least make the itching and burning, and like it was burning, like my face was burning. I was like, at least make that go away. I don't, doing all that. But when I sprayed it within minutes, my face was better.
Yeah. Well, remember I was like, take it, spray it on this Q-tip and put it up your nose.
Yeah.
And that was what did it.
So Savannah was born in 2012, but the process was not easy because before my son was born, Savannah, she was in the hospital every week. She started having grand mal seizures, and Dr. T actually reached out to me and said stuff about the zeolite. And I was like, okay, it's Dr. T. So, I mean, I was starting to look into everybody, previously and get myself more aware of like what's going on. And I was like, okay, well, since I'm going to get this, I'm going to vlog it. I'm going to make videos of Savannah and document it every single day and just see the progress. And I would post it every single day, and I would tag Dr. T in it. And Savannah would play in her stool previously before she started this. She would wipe it everywhere. She had the worst food aversions. She would do so many things that I did not know how to cope. Day 4, she stopped playing in her stool. And she slept all through the night. It was the greatest feeling in the world. And, without that zeolite, I would not be where I am today with her, and she would not be where she is today without God and without the zeolite, Dr. Tenpenny, all of y'all. Like, y'all have saved my life, my child's life, and just y'all are doing it. Y'all are amazing people, and without Touchstone Essentials, I don't know where I would be right now. I don't know. I'm kind of scared about where I would be right now. I probably still feel hopeless, but that's just the basics of my story of about everything. And to this day, Savannah, she's doing great. She still has struggles. She's very talkative. She loves to play the drums. She's very good at playing drums. She loves music. She's amazing at puzzles. So,
You
and
need to send us a video of that.
I do. I homeschool all 3 of my kids. They're doing really good, and I actually have all 3 of them on the zeolite, and I've kept them on the zeolite. They're doing really good. I mean, yeah, Savannah, she'll have her setbacks, but the more pros for versus the cons of everything, it's amazing.